Alright, so for those of you just tuning in, we're about to do a 4v4 on the map arena between me and the viewers. This is going to be a mixed rated game, so I have players in here of a wide variety of skill levels, and I am going to be playing as the Japanese. This is game 3 from today's live stream, and yeah, why not? Yeah, Fletch says let's play the Japanese. Sure, I'll play as the Japanese. Slavs is something that's also on the to-do list. But Japs this time. Good luck, have fun, everybody. And let's get into this game. Now, if you want to get in on this action and play with or against me, or just watch some fun Age of Empires games, then by all means, feel free to head on over to my Twitch TV live stream. I do stream every single week, and you can find my live stream schedule on my Twitch page itself. Link in the video description. Just go to my Twitch page and you scroll underneath the video player, and you'll find the schedule that I update every day. That's the best and really the only way to know when I'm streaming next. As ! Stream time usually gives you an out-of-date response. I might make some trebs. I would love to spam some trebs this game. We'll see. We'll see. Gonna give it my all. Grab some of those delicious, nutritious sheep, and see if I can get off to a good start here. Now, looks like I'm the Japanese pocket. That's gonna be pretty sick. Maybe I'll live that samurai and trebs dream. You know what I haven't done yet? I have not at all used the new unique technology. Well, I say new, but it's not new at this point. The one that they gave us in the Forgotten for the Japanese. Is it Yasama? I think it's Yasama. Yeah, it adds like your guard towers, keeps and watchtowers shoot extra arrows, but you need a castle for that first. It's at the castle, and you can get in the castle age. That has never once been a technology that I thought I needed, but Sijin assures me that it's incredibly underrated, and I would agree. I think that that's a type of tech where it doesn't sound very good, but there will be times when that comes in handy. And I think that one of the reasons, it just doesn't, like, it doesn't sound powerful, so I never get it, so, like, I'm not sure how good it is. There could be uses here, like keeps and guard towers. The problem is that every little piece of stone is precious, and a watchtower is a lot harder to deal than the feudal age and, say, a guard tower. Once you're in the castle age, your opponents can just get battering rams, and the thing at trebuchets, like, you tend to lose a lot of value on your keeps and guard towers, and, you know, usually bombard towers are the better way to go. You get value for your money. I'll try, Swagalina. Swagalina says, please say Cataperuto. I'm sure I butchered that pronunciation, but as a filthy American, I pronounce almost everything wrong. But I try my best, so let me know if I get anything wrong. Cataperuto is awesome. That is actually a very good tech that makes your trebuchets, you know, deploy much quicker. That is fantastic. Yasama, like, there will come a time. I just have to find, like, if you're defending, I guess you would use it more defensively. Or maybe the correct application for Yasama would actually be if you were tower rushing someone, and you get to the castle age, and then you just get guard tower because you already have towers. Right? Oh, but then you need a castle. Or maybe, maybe the thing is that it's certainly possible that just having some guard towers in your base could be a really good deterrent for a rush. I mean, I'm just theory crafting at this point. Maybe none of this is true, but these are things I want to try out. Perhaps, yeah, maybe the guard towers are a good deterrent for raiding, because normally you'll see me put my castles, like, defensively, you know, throughout my base, but maybe a couple guard towers, since they fire additional arrows, like if I'm, you know, garrisoning all my villagers in their respective, you know, towers and town centers and whatnot, maybe that is actually a very efficient way to defend. It might just be. So these are things I have to keep in mind. The way you say Cataperuto is actually catapults. Or Catapulto? Really? Okay, is it Catapulto? Oh, man. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Does it just mean catapults? Everything, oh my god, everything I know is a lie. Whoops. I think Australians are awesome, Flash. I like everybody. Yeah, if you're a nice guy, I like it. Give me that extra boar, I need that. Catapulto? Really? No, that can't be correct. Nah, no way. Maybe the black. Yeah, the black one says hold a position for less stone. With the unique technologies and keeps in a castle, you can actually mass towers. You can do like a Yasama slow push. I agree. There is. I am pretty confident that there is an application for it. I don't think that this is the type of tech that you want like every game and will drastically change the way you play Japanese, but I think there's a real application for it. And since I was just talking about game design, which is something I, you know, passionate about because I love playing good games. That's why I play Age of Empires 2. I'm talking about game design. One of the reasons why I'm a huge fan of the Forgotten expansion to this game is the way that Cision and the rest of the Forgotten Empires team have balanced the technologies. These are the types of techs that make you think, as a player, how can I use this? They're not generally the type of tech where it's like very obvious, like they have an incredibly straightforward application where it's just like, oh, I get this every game, like this is OP. No, you actually have to kind of think about it, and they sort of change the way that you view other units entirely. Like I always look at the Turk one that gives, you know, extra 20 HP to your cavalry archers. Suddenly, when you're playing Turks, I think they're well designed because you ask yourself, maybe you don't go cavalry archers, but you still ask yourself, you think about it, should I go cavalry archers this game? The answer might be no, but as long as it makes you think, I like that. I like that a lot of them are very situational, and it's pretty cool. Like the one where the Aztecs give the skirms +1 attack and +1 range, that one's sick. Sometimes it really makes me think that skirms are going to be a great idea, and sometimes they really are. In Japanese, the R sometimes sounds like an L or O, says Xavier. So you could say it as cataperto. Okay, I'll try that. I will not remember that. I will try my best. I'm probably getting trolled hard. I have no idea. I only speak American. Kidding. Thank you so much for the 420 donation, Demaze Red. Really, really appreciate that. So yeah, that's what I like. I like that they're sort of encouraging like alternate playstyles, and they really make me think about these units in a different way. So when I see any sort of unique tech that, I don't know, like Obsidian Arrows for Mines is a really cool idea. Your archer units that aren't plumed archers, so your archers, crossbowmen, and arbalists, have bonus attack versus buildings. That's the type of tech that really gets me excited, because I'm like, oh, how do I use that? Maybe you don't go plumed archers. That's cool. I think a lot of them could do with the price adjustment, because some of them are a little overpriced. But I'm glad that they went the conservative route, and I really like the theme, and when African Empires comes out, or African Kingdoms, consider me hyped, because they've shown that they can do good work. I don't know, there's some cool stuff floating around, like recurve bow for the Magyars. Maybe I do want heavy cavalry archers. These are things that really make me think. Cataperuto. That's what I've been saying, yeah? Or Cataperto. So, okay, so it's Cataperto? Oh my god. I'll try. It's like when someone told me, I think it was Zed's Dead Baby, who told me that it was Dragina, the Slav's unique technology. I was absolutely blown away. Absolutely blown away. Now my feudal time is actually a little slow, because I've been distracted thinking about game design and stuff. And I will say this, on the topic of, because I'm a passionate guy, on the topic of RTS games being a dying genre, I don't think it's based off the genre itself. I think that we just need a good, I'm a firm believer of this, a good RTS game, people will come. I don't think it's a problem that is just part of the genre itself. I don't think that like RTS games just cannot be a popular esport as big as something like League of Legends and Dota. I think that things like League of Legends or Dota or, you know, CS:GO and whatnot are very popular esports because they're good games. They might not be for you, but I think that they're like well designed, right? And that's why they're so popular. Like, you might not like them, but I can appreciate some of the design elements in them. I think that some of them are kind of clever. And I think that we just need like a really good RTS game. I think a StarCraft 2 was pretty close, but it had like a couple of problems with it, and I'm not the biggest StarCraft expert out there, so take my opinion with a grain of salt. But, you know, various things like releasing expansions very slowly, I think, kind of killed some of the hype, because StarCraft 2 was huge at first, and perhaps some balancing issues kind of slowed it down compared to something like Brood War. But I think that there is a lot of hope for competitive RTS games. And let's see. Elpez says the Japanese get fully upgraded Arbalists. I love going for Arbalists as the Japanese. It is just, it's so much fun. And I think it's very good too. I like to take advantage of their archer range units. So yeah, I don't think it's indicative of the genre. I just think it's something that we just need a really good RTS game. You look at something like Aoe2. This game must be really good if I'm still playing it and you guys are still playing it after this many years. Do you ever like stop to think about how old Age of Empires 2 is? We have a very, very big, vibrant, awesome community here because this is a damn good game. Like, Age of Empires 2 is incredible, and I think that there is room for another Age of Empires 2. I think that the reason that the RTS genre isn't as popular as it, you know, perhaps once was, is because developers have since become scared. They look at you know, gaming titans like League of Legends, and they think oh, I have to do this. I have to be like this. They look at something like StarCraft. I think developers are a little too afraid to innovate now, and they're trying to like build off, I don't know, like existing successes. They're playing too safe. Age of Empires 2 is a really slow game. Perhaps there's still room for you know, more slow RTS games in this style. I don't think old school RTS has to be a separate genre, if that makes any sense. I think that there is room here, and I'm a firm believer that all it takes is one brave developer to step up to the plate and be like, I'm gonna make something awesome, and I think it could be a huge esport. I thought Red Alert was a lot of fun, Revities. I played a lot of Command & Conquer, Red Alert 3. This is a blast. I haven't tried Planetary Annihilation Tais Rico. Oh, happy birthday, Ready Teddy, and thank you so much for the donation. Seriously, I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful birthday, and I hope it's been good so far. So yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. That's just my personal opinion, and if there's one thing I want you guys to understand is that I am Mr. Feedback. There are very few, I guess, really strong opinions that I hold, and even for those, my ears are open. I am listening. So if you are respectful and you provide a good case, you could very easily change my mind on just about anything. You could probably convince me, if you lay out your case convincingly enough, that gravity isn't real. If you're like super respectful about it and you phrase it eloquently and you back it up, you could change my mind on gravity. Maybe it doesn't exist. That's a bad example, but you know what I mean. No. Hopefully that makes sense in some way. Hey Rez, did you hear? Gravity's not real. You can just float away. And I'll be like, really? Tell me more. You do a good job. You know, I'm listening. Mr. Community Feedback. That's me. That's why I'm here. I'm here to interact with everybody and, you know, not just be some random miscellaneous voice. I'm a real dude, and I care. And most importantly, I'm a very like passionate gamer. I just like good games. Like, I don't hold myself like loyal to like one specific genre or game series. Like, I don't believe it's heresy to play both League of Legends and Dota, for example, or Halo and Call of Duty. I just play whatever I think is fun. I play good games. Let's see, who mentioned this earlier? I'll get to your comments, by the way. There's just, the chat moves relatively fast. Oh yeah, Luminary. This game is amazing. It's just not nostalgia with Aoe2. I think there's a lot of, like, great design elements in here. Someone asked, I can't think of any good game design things in League of Legends, and I think that's a fair point that I'd be happy to discuss, is that it's not going to be the game for everybody. I don't think League of Legends or something or MOBAs are going to be for everybody. I just think, like, from an objective game design standpoint, I think they do some things that are interesting, that I think make them popular. You might not like them, but they're cool. They're little cool things. For one, I think one of the reasons why a game like League of Legends is so popular, and the same goes for Dota, is regular balance updates and new content. I think that gets people excited and keeps them playing the game for an extended period. What the hell happened over here? Okay, well, anyway. And by the way, let me know if you don't care at all about this, or if this interests you. Like, I like to hear that. And I'm sure that there is some people who just don't care at all. I don't even know how this happened, by the way. Can he still drop off? I'm sure there'll be some people who, like, just don't care at all about what I'm saying. But if you do, let me know. I'd like to hear it. This guy can't drop off. Is he fucked? He's not. Get out of there, you asshole. Back to work. So yeah, the regular content updates, just new content gets people excited. I think that people just keep coming back to a game like League and Dota because, well, the metagame might change. There will be a new meta. And that's kind of why I am a huge fan of things like the Forgotten and African Kingdoms, all the new DLC that Microsoft has been announcing for Age of Empires and now Age of Mythology as well. I can't wait to go try those. Keeps the game fresh, you know? I like that. Just little things like that. Oh god, CJ. Well, I don't really believe any of them, but if someone was respectful and convincing enough, maybe. I don't know, I just don't rule anything out, I guess. I do think gravity is real, though, I will say that. And, yeah. I try to be reasonable. Alright, yeah, the Black Winds. I will try some sort of slow Yasama push. I don't play Dota as much anymore, Rabbit Ace, but I used to be a huge fan of the game. And again, if you like Dota, or you hate Dota, that's fine. Like, I just think that people should play whatever they think is fun, so... I don't know, I don't understand the rivalry between League of Legends and Dota. And yeah. I used to play a lot of Dota, not so much anymore. Generally, I play what my friends are playing, if that, you know, I just play what my friends are playing. I like to treat gaming as a social thing, whether I'm here to interact with you guys, or I'm here to just go play games with my friends. And if my friends don't play Dota as much, then I won't play it as much either. Because I think that Dota is one of those things where it's a lot less fun to play solo. I think it's more fun with your friends when you're all screwing around and not getting yelled at by random people. I used to play a lot of Windrunner, or I guess Wind Ranger now. Played a lot of Windrunner. Love me some Windrunner. Played some Dazzle. Dazzle's kind of cool. Dazzle! I do believe in gravity, Cavalry King. Cavalry King says, you believe in gravity? What's next? Pink unicorns? That is literally next, yes. Pete asks, how can gravity be real if we aren't real? I'm not sure if gravity is real anymore. I like Heroes of the Storm a lot, John Fist. I do. I think they're all great. Like, CSGO is one of those games where, like, I'm not necessarily sure it's for me, but I think I admire the game a lot. I think it's really cool. It's a shame I suck at it, but yeah. Now, I haven't been talking that much about the specific game itself because there are plenty of games on my YouTube channel already where I've spent a good chunk of the match just talking about strategy and what I'm doing, and I feel like a lot of you guys have heard this stuff before. I have a million educational videos like my Break the Meta series. New episodes are on the way, by the way, and I don't know what this guy's doing. He's marooned, he's lost. If you wanted to learn more about just miscellaneous early game strategy, again, I have a million videos on that. Like, you can check out some of the 4v4 higher rated arena games. There's like one, like 4v4 Arena Thought Process, where I talk about it all in great detail, and I do from time to time. This is like a little bit of a different style. I generally try to keep the sort of mixed rated games a little bit more relaxed, just hang out. I'm still trying, and I'll still talk about the strategy, of course. And I'll talk about it a little more as we get into the game itself. I would love Flatch to just go deeper into game balance and spotlight some of the new units. I mean... have an attack of 1, it's actually incredibly strong. I mean, I don't know. If they could do it, that would be pretty cool. I need more town centers. That's something I really need. And I'm also going to need a lot more gold. But yeah, I've played all those games. I think it's certainly worth trying. You know, it's not an I don't think MOBAs are a replacement for RTS games at all, or the next evolution at all. I think that they're just, like, cool games. God, this is gonna be the unipathing nightmare here. Oh, no. Oh, man. What am I gonna do about this? Oh, you stupid... This guy is so fired, you know. Sometimes I just want to delete him, you know. Just play God for a second here and be like, you have failed me, Fred, Frank, whatever your name is, and then I smite him, I Zeus lightning bolt him. And he's just a pile of ashes on the ground, smoldering ashes. Sucks to suck, Frank. I don't know why his name is Frank. Oh, it's a quote from the dev blog. Okay, Flash. I'll make a post about that on my Facebook real soon. If you're watching live, it is almost assuredly already, like, there. I built a university and a siege workshop, but I already have the buildings I need. Whoops. Not that it matters. I still need to boom up, though. I think my economy is actually like potatoes. There's no way for me to delete all these walls without deleting this TC Foundation. I feel like I clicked on it several times, but you can tell me if you were watching, and I did. But I feel like I did, and it didn't actually delete. And this might be an extension of that bug, which I swear is a thing, where your mouse clicks aren't necessarily completely responsive in HD. I think there's some voodoo magic going around, and sometimes they just don't respond. But I don't know. There are a lot of games, thick little dick, that I need to try. I have not tried NetHack, ADOM, DCSS, or any traditional roguelikes. Roguelikes aren't usually my thing, but, like, I would love to try them. Something I want to do with my channel eventually is I would like to just be able to play whatever, and you guys would suggest a game to me, and I just want to, you know, I would like to just play good games. If that makes any sense. Still, though, I don't think that every game would be a fit for the channel, obviously, and... Well, I don't know if anyone wants to see me do, like, whatever Unicorn Simulator or some crap, but... Yeah. You know, not as a replacement for Aoe, of course, just, like, extra content. That's why I try to do things like Prismata to mix it up. Maybe Prismata is something that I do a lot more of. I don't know. It's a cool game. I just like good games. Hello, Seba. I know, I've been streaming literally for an eternity. I have played I Want to Be the Guy Xavier. That game is absolutely ridiculous. It's so hard. Really bad at those type of games. Look at the murder holes. He's gonna murder some holes. So much food. What am I gonna do with this? Want to make Yasama towers. I would still like to know exactly what happened here. Oh gosh. Alright, Schenker's score is a little bit low, as I'm assuming he put all of his eggs in whatever this basket was. I really don't know what that basket was, but he put all the eggs in there. So I'm going to need to give him some more eggs. Which is a bizarre way of saying that I'm going to send reinforcements to Schenker. Let's see. Oh, some other things that I never really got a chance to ask. I haven't been able to really, like, overhaul a lot of stuff somewhat recently because I've been... You know, busy with classes, and then my allergies have been just... Ugh. My allergies and asthma have been insane. Off the chains bad. No one says off the chains anymore. They've been really bad. So I haven't had much of a chance to really do anything revolutionary. Still, though, by all means, if you sent me any messages, I will get back to you soon. Probably in October. And, you know, your feedback is always useful. There are a lot of things I'm just not sure of, like the way I handle my donation system. Like the top 50 thing. Does it, like, bother anybody that... You can get, like, shuffled out of the donations list. I can't fit it much longer there. Is my current system good? Could it be better? Like, yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of things I wonder about. Let me know. Try some sort of Yasama push. There are a lot of things I would like to try. You should play Only? Never heard of it, Pete. Hello, Ragnasek. My economy's weak. I just got housed. It's not what Troy wants to see. Uh-oh. That was in all caps as well. Really? He's just getting absolutely decimated. What happened over here? I'm gonna need a Mangonel Prano, but I'm getting Onager, so that also sucks. Ugh. I thought I would need help over here because Orange's score is, like, really low, but I guess so is Red's. What happened over here? Looks like Permitted Zebra gave Rage Quit permission to get in there and do some serious damage. So I can send a monk. Sucks. I don't have the eco for this at all. Let me just pull off some vills. I'll build another siege workshop over here. How did that even happen? I'm not sure. Just hold on, buddy. I'll send delicious troops and treats. Alright, I got an Onager on the way. I built all my unit production facilities over here. I made a mistake. I thought this was where I needed to be. Absolutely a mistake. There's conscription. All these things will be very useful in time. My gosh. It's gonna take me so long to help him out because I put all my infrastructure across the map. Like a crazy person. Oh! I'm gonna pretend I saw that one, and I was just coming in to secure it. Siege engineers, I need that. Or I'm under attack. Back off, bro. Siege engineers. I'm really low on wood. Just get elite samurai, I don't know. This is gonna be so slow for me to get stuff out. Where's my Onager? He stopped moving. Oh, that's a good Mangonel shot. Maybe I should just sling him, considering how slow I am in this situation. Just send him money. This is the best I can do. I don't want to be completely useless. I want these things. I want Elite Samurai. I want all this stuff. But I can't afford any of it. Oh no. Atevas. Hello, Domi. Welcome. I could build towers there. I need the castles. I will buy stone, John Fist. I will do it. Okay. Oh, Jesus. This is gonna be bad news bears. Alright, get me pikemen. I'm gonna need to be everywhere. Brutal. Okay, so these can be the 3s, I guess. The 2s. That's an archer, that's not okay. And I'll need a treb as well. The 4s. Get Cataparuto soon. I will also start working on the towers. That will happen, I swear, at some point. Man, I hate having to fight on 2 fronts at once because then I have to divide up all my hotkeys and it just feels bad. Squires. Where'd that barracks get built? It's over here, yeah? Okay. I'll do Landalium. Maybe not right after the game, but I swear it's on the to-do list. I will not forget to do that. I always do it, just sometimes it takes a little while. I'm in here, man. I'm going in. This is a bizarre sort of build slash play I'm going for, but I will roll with it. Yeah, I'll build a watchtower. Yeah. Look at all these houses. I'm okay with blowing all these up, honestly. That's fine with me. Thumb ring, sure. This is gonna suck at some point. Ah, Jesus. Okay, so I'll have to probably divert most of my attention on this side. Probably. Uh-oh. I'm gonna try. Alright, here comes the watchtower. How much does this tech cost? See, I think that this is slightly overpriced. Maybe, I could be horribly wrong. That's like, what, 400 food, 300 wood? Or maybe I had that backwards. This might be slightly overpriced. Still, much better to be conservative. I am excited for African empires because also the developers have been very receptive to feedback and they do listen, and I cannot select these individual... There we go. Whew. Unit selection in this game, not so precise. God, what am I gonna do with my hotkeys here? I don't even know. Ah, the plumed archers, maybe samurai are good here. I also want Cataparuto as well, or Cataparuto. Fuck it, dude. Alright, I brought the treb because no one else has any siege. But we're gonna need siege. Still a lot of garbage over there. Ugh. Where's my other barracks? I'm needed everywhere, gosh. Okay, so I have this. I have this monstrosity. What am I doing with these? Ugh, I'm just putting down towers. This can't be right. Somewhere in a distant universe, Cision is watching this and he's like facepalming. He's like, no, Rez, that's not how you do it. You apply the guard towers directly to your forehead. Dumbass. It's like, no, you're supposed to put the guard towers, you're supposed to put them all in a swastika shape. I don't know. You build them all in a circle. They must be in a perfect square, a cube that's exactly 16 by 16. Otherwise, they don't do any damage. I don't know. I hate the Goths. I lose to the Goths every game. Is this doing anything? Okay, Pete, I can't guarantee it'll be right after the stream, because I'm probably going to collapse, as today's stream has been very long. But okay, once I'm done with all my transfer application mumbo-jumbo, which will be as soon as, like, October 1st hits, I'm free. That's when the weather starts clearing up and I can breathe again. So I'm going to feel great. It's been a while, but I will feel great again. It's going to be awesome. I will have my college, I'll have part of the transfer apps done. Some of the paperwork is due really soon. So, yes, hopefully it can wait a little. But I hath not forgot about you. There are a lot of people I've been neglecting, but I just get so many messages. It's, like, ridiculous. Am I doing things? I don't really know. Wait, so do they fire... Oh, they fire more arrows without stuff in it as well? Is that how this works? Or are those the plumed archer arrow shots? How many arrows am I firing? Does anyone actually know what this tech does? Trying to live the dream. Build another one of these. Is this how you hold the line? Okay, so I have my 2s. I guess these are the 3s and the 4s. Oh god, the hotkeys are ridiculous. Okay. And I guess what? My castles are 5s? Just feels bad. What hotkeys are my siege workshops gonna be? I really don't know. Way too much wood. God, I hate the Goths. Trigger me, man. Halloween is just gonna be... You know, I'll do 3 games where everybody is all Goths, because the Goths scare me. Way too much. In my dreams at night, I lie awake in a cold sweat. All I can see are Huskarls. That's all I can see. God. Okay, alright, let me just build more keeps. Residents would like to know if there are any scientists out there. Is this making a difference? I'll see in my post-game stats. I will see that in the post-game stats. So, if I get champions will be good against this Eagles. Oh yeah. Let me just do that. Something. Oh, those are our guys. Yes, Schenker. Look at this man recovering from that early game deficit. Good man. All right, I have 5 villagers in here. Is this doing anything? Spirit of the Law is a cool dude, the Liam King. I'm okay. Like, I don't know. I think he makes good videos. I don't know what I don't know what I can really say, I guess. I think he makes cool videos. I don't know if you wanted me to, like, go all in-depth and stuff. I don't know. I guess my thoughts would be, I like his channel, I like the idea. One of my concerns is what happens when he runs out of things to cover in... Because, like, he will have, and I run into a very similar problem. And I feel like it might be worse for Spirit of the Law down the line, is he will have a finite number of, like, mechanics he can explore in Age of Empires 2. So if you're looking for my analysis, I'm curious to hear if he even has a plan after that. I don't know. I'm sure he does, though. But he's a long ways away. That's just something to consider, I guess. I do like the idea, though, and I think that someone needs to do something like that, and I'm glad that we have someone like Spirit of the Law. He works very hard. Call Spirit of the Law to figure out the tower? I mean, yeah, that is exactly why we need Spirit of the Law. He's the only man brave enough to research Yasama all the time with a straight face. No, I joke about it a lot. Because I'm Mr. Sarcasm. Not only am I Mr. Feedback, I'm Mr. Feedback Sarcasm. Mr. Sarcastic Feedback. I joke about it a lot. But I don't think Yasama is useless, it's just something I'm scared of. It's like the Goths. I don't think the Goths are OP, but I'm afraid of them. They're not OP at all. They have weaknesses, like, for one, you kill the Goths before they reach that endgame fantasy. They have a huge economy. Also, champions are a great answer to them. The Japanese are fantastic against the Goths. Samurai work wonders, so do the champions. 25% attack speed bonus, no joke. I've been dropping fresh memes the entire game, Swaglina, but maybe they're not fresh enough. shit out of stone. Good night, John Fist. Have a good one. Go forward with them a bit. Okay. I'm sorry, the Black Winds. I'm really scared. I get scared. Oh, this is a bold new thing. No Age of Empires player has ever gone here before. How much gameplay have you seen of Yasama? That's right, nothing. Crickets. But still, I like the idea. Because the thing is that this is a well-designed tech, in my opinion, because it makes you look at something that you would almost never consider. There are some like situations where we've seen competitive Age of Empires players like utilize things like Guard Tower, but in most games you don't think about it. And this makes me think about it, and this is actually, I think, doing something. I can't really quantify this, but okay, one of the reasons why the castle is so good is because it fires multiple arrow shots. And one of the reasons why Keep is so bad is that you have to put multiple units inside it for it to fire more than one arrow. And firing more than one arrow is absolutely a massive, massive bonus. Because it makes it like infinitely better against things with pierce armor. Like, say, these light cavalry that are in this game. There's like battering rams floating around. This really helps. Firing multiple arrows makes your towers a lot stronger against units that would traditionally be very good against them. Oh, this is close. You know, I think it's firing 3 arrows a shot without anything in it. That sounds good. Oh, I think trade is cool player, but I don't think player that you get trade when you still have lots of gold. GG, well played. Is he calling a game? We made Cision proud today. My macro has been kind of poor in this game, compared to the usual, as I feel like I don't have enough, I have too much wood and not enough anything else. There really needs to be a statistic, where it tells you how many keeps you built. Because I built quite a few, and I'm proud of that. I think these things made a significant difference. If you've been playing with castles, I think that a lot of us can agree that at least one of the things that makes castles feel so good is the multiple arrow shots. It's nothing to sneeze at, right? Like, it's significant, it is. One of the reasons why I believe, personally, that castles are the bee's knees is because they fire multiple arrow shots, and perhaps firing 3 with nothing in it, I mean, that's got my attention. That does. Hello, AirMax Studios. I'm happy that you got to catch my stream. I should Swaggerly, and I should have opened my walls to get a better trade route, yeah. Blackwind says, I used Yasama against your bot, and it gave me a win. I also used it in free-for-all for good effect. Glad to hear that, the Blackwinds. It does my heart good to see people still experimenting with a game that is absolutely ancient. I think it speaks, well, highly of how good a game Age of Empires 2 actually is when there's still room for some degree of innovation after so long, and that's why I try to feature that in, break the meta to a degree. Granted, I still think that, semi-regular balance patches and/or expansions is a great way to keep things fresh, but this game is remarkably well done. It ain't perfect. Nothing's perfect, but this game is incredible. And for those of you who have no idea what the Blackwind's talking about, I do have a custom AI in the Steam Workshop. Definitely recommend you check it out. Resin Spa 5.1c. My heart and soul poured into my robot son there. Oh, Silver Snake says, Rez, if you click a tower or castle, it tells you in parentheses how many arrows it fires as well. Don't mind me, I can't read. Didn't see that there. So it fires 3 with nothing in it. And yeah, of course, Proper Germ points out that if I built the markets at the edge of the map, we would have better trade. And that's absolutely correct. However, if you look at the way my base is set up, this is all newly acquired territory. All this leaf texture, I didn't have that room before. I could have built the market further back over here, but it's all about getting to the castle age first, and then deleting the market and moving it back later. So I didn't really have a chance to do that, nor did I really need to, as there was still a finite number of gold on the map. But that would have added up over time, as I was actually able to claim a lot more land with these keeps, and I do think it helped. I do. That was pretty good. Yeah, trade I could have worked on a little bit more. Randy Teddy asks, how are you, by the way? You sound like you're in a good mood. Are your allergies better? I'm in a better mood now, because I got a little bit of venting off my chest in Game 2, and that's part of the reason why I try to keep a, generally positive attitude, is I communicate my problems. I try to do that. I'm a firm believer that almost every human is a reasonable person, and that communication, like miscommunication, is the #1 cause of problems in the world. So if you just like talk to people and you're respectful and you just get things off your chest, I think that that's a healthy, great way to solve problems and prevent them from popping up. And since I got some venting off my chest in game 2, I feel good. Allergies wise, it still sucks, but I'm hanging in there. I do, you know, derive a lot of positive energy from you guys, and I'm happy to be here. But allergies have still been really bad. I'm feeling a bit better now, but I'm still waiting until it clears up further. So I'm doing better. It could be improved beyond that, though. And in a week or so, I expect the weather to just be awesome. Dick P's the next break the meta. If you're watching this on YouTube, as I probably will upload this one, it's already been uploaded. But if you're watching this live, like Dick P's is right now, I'll say a couple of days. I haven't had any chance to do any recording over the last week because I've been so busy with classes which just started, and I've also been quite sick. Yeah. The classes have been crazy, and I have all that transfer paperwork that I've been working on, so it'll come soon, very soon. So your patience is appreciated. Hello, CG. It goes well. Yeah, I'm glad you had fun for Minute Zebra. You did great. My biggest regret is that I couldn't help you earlier. I was surprised. I didn't think that Rage Quit could worm his way in there that soon. I put all my military buildings on the wrong side of the map, so my bad for Minute Zebra. But you did a great job holding the line. Mangonels were the correct response. Trying to, choke point his guys into your own base with some buildings and walls was the way to go. That is so weird, Shaq T Blue Sky. Definitely recommend submitting that bug report perhaps on the Steam forums. That is weird. I don't have that bug. Sorry that you do. Try reinstalling the game, but I'm sure you've already tried that. If you have any mods, it might be a mod-related issue, so if you have any Steam Workshop mods, be careful about that. I think it could, Pete, but it depends on who you're slinging. Like, the gold has to go to good use. Like, a heavy trade late-game sling, it depends on who you're sending it to. Operation Forces, I just check our game out. Ask for help when you need it. I was floating 20k. Oh, whoops. Okay, I'm sorry, Operation Forge, yeah. Next time I'll definitely communicate more. I thought you played well, and I'll definitely ask you for resources next time. I didn't know. Should have asked. I was too focused on my own side. Communication is everything, right? See there, we see another good example of this. Operation Forge points out that in a team game, it's a really good idea to communicate with your teammates. And by communicate, I don't mean like yell at them and call them bad. I mean just like ask them what they want you to do. Ask them for help. Always be polite. Compliment them when they do good work. Sizable Coin, by the way, I'm scrolling down, guys. There's a lot of messages in chat I've missed. The Sizable Coin says, you mentioned that generally you want half your pop to be workers. How many trade camels do you suggest getting to compensate for the missing gold miners? It's a great question. It really depends on what you're making. And I know that that's not the answer you wanted to hear. It depends is what makes Age of Empires 2 so interesting. Is Spirit of the Law will give you all these numbers answers, but generally, like, the math is for a sort of ideal situation. Every situation is going to be different. You'll know how many villagers you need when you're still producing military units from, like, let's say at least, like, 5 military buildings, right? Like, you're close to your population cap. You're producing military units, but you cannot afford to produce them. Like, you're running out of money. You're not able to get the population cap. You probably don't have enough villagers. And this doesn't mean if you have 20k wood and 0 gold. I had a lot of wood. That just means you have too many lumberjacks and not enough other stuff. But let's say you're like low on everything you need. You probably need more villagers if you're making an army and you can't afford to build it any further. I would say that it depends on what units you're making too, because with like halberdiers and skirms, as the bulkier army with like trebs at the back, you won't need as much gold as someone who masses paladins. As a ballpark thing, however many gold miners you had before, so, we'll just say 25 trade carts. You'll generally find that you want quite a few. So, we'll just say 25 is a good place to start. You will be able to get the hang of it over time. It's okay to overdo it, because you can always delete them later if you have 1 million gold in the bank and you're constantly at the pop cap. I did see that, CJ. I will respond to everyone's message over time. I'll probably do something about the clue. Yes. Nanki says, first time I caught you live streaming. Again, I'm sorry that the game that you played in was a little laggy, Nanki, but I hope that you had fun today anyway. We'll have a great game in the future. You played well. Says, I want to let you know I really enjoyed both the game we played and the stream a lot. Well, thank you, Nanki. Says, please keep up the good work. It'll make me come back for the next stream. Still got a lot to learn. That's wonderful to hear, man. I try my best. I work really hard. I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed the stream so far. King Yudo says, how is the workload for college compared to high school? It's about as hard as you make it. You'll generally find it's a bit harder, but hopefully you're older and more experienced so that you're able to handle the workload a bit better. Um, things like taking, I don't know, like a math and econ class over the summer, like that's something you do to yourself. You don't generally have to do that. So your schedule's as hard as you make it. Just I would say sleep is really important in college. So try to avoid taking too many early classes in the morning unless you need to. Get your sleep, you will kick ass. You design your schedule in college is the big thing. You have so much more control over it. Try and make it something that's manageable for you. And it'll be hard to get the schedule right at first, of course, but just remember that no one else in college knows what they're doing either. Ask your counselor if you have any questions. Your peers don't know what they're doing. It's a great chance to explore. Just learn more about yourself, and over time you'll get it right. My first year of college was hard as hell. That's just because I designed my schedule poorly. You'll get it. College is a lot of fun. All right, see ya, Hypersync. Have a good one. I haven't actually played 0 AD, You Shall Not Pass, but I really want to. I'll try it. I mean, I guess that's true, Swagalina, but it depends how fast those villagers can get there. Like, maybe you just need the army. Swagalina asked, why would you delete vills when you could research sappers? And, well, maybe sometimes it just takes too long for villagers to get there. Maybe you just need that population right now. But yeah, I mean, you might as well suicide them in if they're anywhere nearby. I'm sorry, Gobbles. I had to go for a little bit of everybody that game. I had to go for a little bit of everybody. Sasuke, it is worth every penny. This game is, what, 20 bucks for the base, 10 bucks for the expansion. You know what, Sasuke? You know what? Just private message me on Twitch right now, and I'll just email. I'll just give you a copy. Just private message me on Twitch with your email address. I'll just give you a copy. Yeah, I'd be happy to. Happy to give you a hand here. So private message me on Twitch with your email address. To do that, you would just go to my profile. So I think you have to like click on my name or something like that. Go to the profile, and there should be like a message button. So you just click on my name, like at the top. There should be a message button. Twitch changed the way they do things. I'd be happy to send you a copy, Sasuke. It's 20 for the base, 10 for the expansion. Expansion totally worth it. Thank you, Tibby. Glad to hear it. He says, first time I got to watching probably 100 YouTube videos. It helped my gameplay so much. Thank you, man. Means a lot to me. Makes everything I do worthwhile. Now, okay, I did a lengthy outro here, so I should probably close this one off. I'm pretty happy with how this game turned out. This one was a blast. In terms of things that make AoE good, I'll probably talk about that a little bit more in the future, why I think this game is so good and timeless, but I think part of it, as well as that Age of Empires is a game that is so much fun to suck at. I've had the same amount of fun, a ridiculous amount of fun, as I do now when I did as a kid who knew nothing about this game. Like, I would build all my houses in a square, and I was just terrible. But I had a lot of fun, and I think that that's part of the reason why this game is so good. There are a lot of interesting things about this. Perhaps I'll talk more about it in detail. If you're interested, yeah, I would love to just go all nostalgia fanboy and tell you reasons why I think AoE is a great game. Because I think we can agree. This game rocks. No, Swagalina, I buy all the copies myself with my own money that I earn from Twitch and YouTube, which isn't very much. I thrive almost entirely on donations, which I used to pay for a lot of things. Miscellaneous college expenses, fan filters for my allergy fans, all sorts of things. Buy extra copies of the game. It's all out of my own pocket, but I think it's worthwhile. The way I see it is if I have the disposable income to help out, I might as well help out other people who don't have that opportunity, right? There are plenty of points in my own life where I was like, man, I wish I could get this game. So that's why I do it now. I buy them, CJ. Or CG. Oh, you are a mobile, Sasuke? Well, people can see that on the screen, but there's no spam bots here. It's okay, Sasuke, I'll send it to you anyway. Let me just get the Twitch chat off the screen. No. Whew. Sama is pretty cool. I could start it later, the Black Winds, yeah. Just keep your eyes peeled on the Twitch schedule. I'll make a post about it. Thank you, Teslano, for the host. And thank you so much, Tibby, for the subscription. I really, really appreciate it. Alright, Sasuke, I'll send you your copy. I might, Swagalina. My allergies are unfathomably bad. It's like crippling. But, everyone has their own stuff to deal with. Thank you, Tony the Pirate. Love you too, man. Appreciate it. No, that's the end of the stream. That's the last game of the day. Hard and Slim. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. This is an incredibly lengthy outro, but I mean, let me know if you got this far, if you watched it on YouTube, if this is the type of thing you care about, or whatever, or maybe you stop watching. I don't know. I think this level of interaction is important. I'm gonna go eat dinner and stuff, and rest my voice, as I've been talking a lot today. I'm exhausted. These games have been hard. But a lot of fun. And don't worry, Sasuke, I'm gonna need you to check your email address, and you'll have your copy of the game within an hour. The thing is, though, is that if you would like a copy of the game, please don't spam me and ask for one, as I'm not made of money. I can't just give it out to everybody. I do it when I can, but if you beg me for one, I can't give it to you. Sasuke gets this one, so you might be the next one. But yeah, I don't want to wake up in the morning and have a million messages in my inbox like, "Oh my God, Rez, I need this." If only. Thank you, Landolium. It helps a lot. Appreciate it. Sorry, Tony the Pirate Man. You got to show up like several hours earlier. Stream schedule's below. I mean, if you can, that is. Thank you for stopping by anyway. I hope to see you in the future. Next Fridays might be a little off the regular time, but just keep your eyes peeled on the schedule. I update it every day. Yeah. Not quite sure, Glue Pop, but I don't think he was a Smurf, yeah. A hard life indeed. I mean, I don't know. The asthma's bad. But it doesn't matter because I just play video games you shall not pass. So it's okay. I make the best of what I got, right? And I'm having fun, and that's what counts. All right, I gotta go. Thank you so much for watching the stream. I will check it, Pete, but I need to finish some work first. Hopefully you don't mind. It might take me a week, but I will do it. I will go through my inbox. It always takes me a notoriously long time. Something to work on. I'll see you all next week. Have a wonderful week, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you all another time. Yep. Have a good one, and GG, well played.